I am still blown out that that movie came out, A Star Is Born. I mean, you had 2 hit fucking songs. I mean, genuine hits off of that movie. And I said to you, dude, go out on tour.
First of all, it wasn't my voice, it was the characters, the way he sings, and,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
was
whoa, whoa.
actually
Explain that to me. In other words,
well,
you
just
keep
like
saying that.
that guy Jackson Maine sang with that voice, you know what I mean? If me, were gonna sing like, I remember Billy Joel talking about he always could imitate so many people's voices, and his singing voice was a bunch of patchwork of all these different voices. That's kind of what Jackson Maine is. So, if I were gonna start singing as like a whole first of all, you can't for me, it's like that would be a whole lifetime thing. I mean, it took me a year, Howard, of training with this guy, Roger Love. I think we did it 3 or 4 times a week just so I could get up and sing in front of people 'cause it's so hard, I found it 'cause of breathing. So, and it's not something deep inside me. Like Maestro, I spent 6 years on it 'cause I'm absolutely obsessed with conducting. I was not
Well,
obsessed with singing. I was obsessed with being like that I could play a rock star potentially, like everything that sort of meant.
you could have, Bradley, maybe dubbed in a voice, but that would have sucked, right?
The nuclear power of the movie is Lady Gaga's voice. That has to be recorded live. And so we recorded all the vocals live, and then so I had to learn how to sing. Otherwise, I mean, because the story of the movie happens when they're on stage singing. I mean, it would have been a joke. First of all, I would have felt like such an idiot if I
Right,
was
lip
opening
syncing.
my mouth. It'd be
Right.
crazy.
And it would have
There's
looked
no,
bogus.
it would have been crazy. And I thought that my voice was good enough that I believe it. As long as I believed it, I'm like, no, I believe it. I believe that guy was real.
Did you have any idea when you were recording these things for the movie? Did you have any inkling that, man, these might be on the radio and become huge hits?
I didn't think that, but I did think we were very judicious about like making sure we worked on tons of songs. Lucas Nelson, David Cobb, all these great musicians, writers were working with us. Mark Ronson. Yeah, the bar was like, we can't put anything in the movie that I don't feel like is a dope, really dope song. So I was in love with the music. The only one I was scared of was the one that I wrote myself, Black Eyes, which I was like, I wrote a song and arranged it really myself.
But you must have had some idea that you could sing. In other words, I don't know. You must have
Yeah, I
sung
mean, look,
somewhere.
I sang gospel choir. I had a feeling that I had good pitch and that like there was something interesting about my voice, but I know I would have to do a lot of work. But yes, I thought that given a small bandwidth, if I could do a guy in a small bandwidth, it would work.
And when you're singing with Lady Gaga, do you do it together in a studio where you
No,
both
we
go
were
into the...
singing on stage. That's what I'm trying to say. We were recording everything live. So what you're seeing, that's coming out of our mouth and being recorded by Steve Morrow and the sound crew in camera. That's the whole point. So when you see like my veins or her veins, and the people are really singing.
Fucking remarkable.